Hello everybody! Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and today we are going to be going over all my future plans for my 350Z. Oh, there's somebody coming. Hold on, I gotta go. I stalled. Anyway, so future plans for the Z. Yeah, so first of all, hello, I'm Mark Roden. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, subscribe, my boy. Also, check out the website if you want to pick up any hats, shirts, or shorts for the winter, because for some reason you need shorts for the winter. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's www.smoothstance.com/shop. Pick it up if you want to support the channel even more than you already are right now. Just watching this video is supporting the channel, so thank you guys so much. But this video is long overdue. Everybody always asks me, Mark, what are your plans for the Z? What do you want to do to the Z? So I'm finally doing it. I decided I'll drive and talk instead of just talking, so that you guys can actually enjoy something and watch something. I'm also going to include pictures of whatever it is that I'm talking about with the car that I want to like put on the car and stuff like that. And also, since there's a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff that I want to do to this car, I have split up the car into 4 different categories. So we got phase 1, which phase 1 is going to be all exterior mods that isn't wide body or isn't going to involve having to cut anything, just pretty much bolt on exterior mods, and we'll go over those first, obviously. Then there's phase 2, which is, hold on, then there's phase 2, which is all interior mods, you know, seats, stuff like that, just anything on the interior that I want to do. That's what I'm going to do next to the car. Then there's phase 3, which is performance mods that isn't anything crazy once again, so all bolt-on mods, and on top of just having normal performance like on the engine bay, also suspension work and stuff like that to the car too. And then finally it's phase 4, which is all the big boy stuff, and I don't know when I'm going to do that, if I'm ever going to get to do all that stuff, but it's, you know, the stuff that everybody wants to do. Turbocharge their car, make 800 horsepower, stuff like that. So we'll get into that stuff last. But let's start off with phase number 1, which is all exterior mods, baby. First of all, I want to start off by saying that if you're modifying your car, I don't think you should go with just exterior mods first, but I'm a hot boy, okay? I don't really care too much about my car's performance as much as I care about its looks. I do care about its performance, but this car is fast already, man. It makes 300 horsepower, and it's fast enough for me already. I don't need any more speed. So right now, I'm gonna worry about exterior mods, but if you wanna worry about performance mods first, power to you. It's probably the better idea. Anyway, exterior mods, what we got going on. Well, first of all, so far what we have done to the car is we have a new hood on the car. It's a stock hood, but the hood that came with the car was hideous. We have a Nismo V2 style front bumper on the car. We have Adhan DS02 chrome wheels on the car. They're 10.5 wides by, I can't even remember, 18 by 10.5 plus 15. That's the wheel size, in case anybody was wondering. But yeah, I don't have any spacers on the car. But on the back, we also have a roof spoiler, a little carbon fiber roof spoiler. That's all we've done so far. But what I want to do is obviously tints. I need to tint the windows on this car. I just haven't gotten around to doing it at all yet. Their tints are like, I think, like around me, I think they're gonna be like $300 for tints, but I want to do it professionally because tints can peel off, and you don't want to do that. And so I'm gonna have it done by somebody else, the tints. That's the only thing I think I'm gonna have done by someone else though. And yeah, so tints I want to do, obviously. I want to get 5% all around, and then a 5% strip right up here on the top of my window there. And so that's tints, pretty basic. I also don't want to put any, I want to put stickers on the car, but I don't want to put any on it yet until I have the tints on there, so I don't have to take them back off. And so I'm kind of waiting until I get the tints to start doing that stuff too. Another thing I want to do is, actually I have them here, I have to just install them. They're these little, I'm not going to be able to show you, but I'll show you a picture. They're G37 or G35 splash guards, but they fit perfectly on the 350Z. It looks awesome on the 350Z. And so I want to put those on there. They costed me $80. They're such a cheap mod, and they go on the back bumper. I'll obviously have a picture up right now. They're a really good mod, I think, for almost every 350Z. I don't understand why you wouldn't run them. They look really good. And yeah, so I got those. Another thing I want to do to the car exterior wise is side skirt extensions. So I like the side skirts on the 350Z. I don't want to change that up at all, but I would like a little bit of a carbon fiber extension on the bottom. Obviously, I'll have a picture up right now of that too. And these are pretty cheap, but you have to buy them in 2, and so it usually costs around $200 to $250 for at least like not an eBay one. And I don't really want an eBay one because that's gonna have a lot of shit hitting it all the time whenever I'm driving. And so yeah, side skirt extensions are pretty cheap too. Little exterior mod. Another thing is bumper tuck, which is completely free. Now, every 350Z owner always talks about doing a bumper tuck on their car, and for good reason. It's a good mod for a 350Z. It takes that little bottom piece of the bumper and pushes it up, and it looks really good. And so I'm gonna do the bumper tuck. It's free. It should take like 10 minutes, and you're done pretty much. So I'm definitely gonna do that. What else is there? Oh yeah, I want to eventually do clear taillights, but I don't know, I'm on the fence about it. Like, I think clear taillights will look cool, but at the same time, I don't think they'll look cool. So I'm not too sure yet. That's why I haven't like pulled the trigger on it yet. But I really want to do clear taillights. It's just worrisome, man, all right? Like, you can't really go back from that. I mean, you have to buy new taillights if you want to go back from it. And what if you don't like it? I've seen a couple of 350Zs that look great with clear taillights, and I've seen a couple that look hideous with clear taillights. So I don't know. I want to do the clear taillights, but I also don't. I'm worried on that. So that might happen. It might not. Headlights wise, I want to do this crazy little thing. Obviously, I'll put a picture up right now, but I want to do this weird little like thing to your headlights that looks like this. And it's kind of hard to do. You need to like cut and weld pipes and bend them and all that stuff to get it to fit right. But I think it'd be a fun little project, and it would look a lot different. I mean, there's only like that 350Z I just showed you, and then one other, the G35 in the world that has them on their car. So I definitely want to do that because I think it would look good. I also want to get underglow. I know it's Ricer or whatever. I don't care. I like underglow. I think it looks cool. And I don't understand how it's Ricer because it's not like you're trying to look fast. I've never seen any race car with underglow on the car. It just looks cool. So I don't really get it, but whatever. Underglow I'm definitely going to do eventually. I just got to bring myself to buy it. And lastly, for the exterior mod without going crazy, is going to be a duckbill rocket bunny wing. You already know what that looks like. I'll show you a picture anyway, but every 350Z owner has them. I think they look good. I'm going to put it on the car. I like it. Next, we're going to go into the interior. Oh, I turned on my windshield wipers. I didn't mean to do that. But the interior, baby. What are we going to do for the interior? Well, pretty much everything that needs to be done in order to drive it on a track. The reason being, I don't know if I'm ever going to turn this into a full drift car or not. But at the moment, I am enjoying drifting. And if like, you know, I don't ever earn enough money to afford to have a drift car and a show car and a daily, then yes, I'll eventually turn this car into a drift car. And so I just want to get it ready. Plus, let's be honest, man, having that like race car feel on the inside is a cool feeling. So yes, the whole 9 yards. I want to get racing seats. Racing seats are not only like look good, but they actually help in every kind of racing. I highly recommend getting racing seats no matter who you are, no matter what kind of build you're going for, just because it will plant you in your seat so much better than stock seats do in almost every car. Unless the car comes with racing seats from factory, like the Integra Type R, I recommend getting racing seats no matter what. They can plant you so well and they sit so nicely. So yeah, I just recommend getting racing seats. So racing seats for this car. As you can tell here, I have like a purple shift knob and shift boot. The reason why I bought purple is because I want the interior to have little tiny purple accents. And so on the seats, I'm trying to find black seats with purple stitching on them, but I can't find any yet. But yeah, racing seats, black with purple stitching, like I said. They can be expensive, but they can also be cheap. And so I honestly don't know what I'm gonna go with. Next thing I want to do is I want to get and this is going to sound crazy to you guys for a car that is making stock horsepower, but I want to get a roll cage. Now, I don't want no 6-point roll cage. I just want a little 4-point roll cage, but I want a roll cage because here's the reason. I also want to get a quick release steering wheel. I think quick releases look cool, and on top of that, they're just like very handy if you're actually like using your car to race. They're a lot lighter. You can throw them around easier, and you can take them off if you ever just want to get in your car and take it off or whatever. It looks cool, all right? It's a cool thing. It feels better. It looks better. I want to get a quick release, but I am a scared little puppy, all right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a scared boy, and so I don't want to get a quick release steering wheel with a normal seatbelt in my car. And so I want to get a roll cage And then I want to get harnesses and be able to strap the harnesses onto the roll cage and use harnesses before I buy the quick release steering wheel, so that I can be comfortable in my seats and not have to worry about if I crash, I'm gonna slam my head into my steering wheel. So that's what I want to do. Also, roll cages for this car are actually very cheap, man. Like, they're pretty damn cheap, dude. They're like 200 bucks for a 4-point roll cage. I was like so stoked to hear that. But yeah, roll cage. I also want to get floor mats. I think floor mats would look cool. Obviously the quick release, the seats, a harness, and a hydro e-brake. If you guys know what those are, I want to get one of those. But for the inside, I mean, that's pretty much it. I might like change up these little silver pieces all on the inside to carbon fiber just to make it look a little bit better. Oh, and I definitely want to change the, if you can see right here, this is all tan here. I want to spray paint that all black. I think it looks ugly on the inside being tan. And that's pretty much it for the interior. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Only the best for my baby girl, man. Only the best. Alright, so filled the baby up. Also just noticed I have a check engine light. Oh, fuck me, Doug. Anyway, just noticed I had a check engine light as well, which made me very sad, but what are you gonna do about it, I guess? This car just took $55 to fill up. Thanks, Biden. Come on, man. Like, Biden, I'm not even into politics or anything like that. I honestly couldn't care less. I could care less. I don't know what the saying is, but I don't care about politics is what I'm saying. But I care about gas prices, all right? And those gas prices are way too high, man. $4 a gallon? What? Anyway, next is phase 3. Phase 3 would be anything that's performance related. So I'm not just talking about engine performance, but I'm also talking about suspension, brakes, stuff like that. So I want to get another intake, because the intake I have now is some old K&N intake, and I don't know what it's been through. I don't know how much power it's rated for. I don't know anything about it, and it looks like it's been through the ringer. So I want to get a different air. That was a nice Lexus ISF, dude. That thing was beautiful. But I want to get a new air intake. They're really cheap, and it would just look a little bit better. It would run a little bit better, and I would just feel a little bit safer knowing that I put it on there. I also want to get, obviously, an exhaust and headers. I want to do both of them. I mean, headers are part of your exhaust, I know, but I'm saying like normally, you know, you buy cat back and then you buy the headers later. That's what I want to do. I want to get the Tomei, or at least I want to get a single exit exhaust. I don't like the dual exit. I like single exit exhaust, especially on Japanese cars. And so I really want to do that. But exhausts are expensive, man. I'm also really worried about buying an exhaust and then having to like figure out everything about it. My car is popping like a mother trucker right now, but I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, yeah, I want to get exhaust and headers. Headers will probably be like the very last thing I do, just because they're so expensive and they're very hard to get at. I might do long tube. I have no idea. The headers, catback exhaust, cold air intake, a radiator, and for the, I think that would probably be it, honestly, for the, oh, oil cooler. I want to get an oil cooler, a little Mishimoto oil cooler, just because, first of all, it looks cool being like presented there in front of the car, but on top of that, I could really use that, because I never know what my oil temperature is, because of my oil pressure sensor is terrible. And so if I could have something that tells that I know it's cool at all times, I'd be a much happier puppy. So that would probably be it for the interior performance mods on the engine. But then we're talking, I also want to get camber arms, and I want to get slotted rotors and dual caliper setup for drifting, and a bunch of other things for the actual like chassis of the car and how the car drives. I want to upgrade. Control arms. I want to get an angle kit. All kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of stuff for the suspension. But all that stuff is very expensive, and it's very hard to do, which is why I put it at third and not like, I mean, in phase 3 and not like an earlier phase, because I'm not that skilled enough to be doing that kind of stuff to my car yet. And so I want to get a little bit more experience under my belt, and then I'll start buying mods that could, you know, potentially make or break my car. So, and then yeah, phase 4. All right, this is a big one. So everybody wants to know, Mark, you're gonna wide body it. Mark, you're gonna turbo it. Mark, you should engine swap it. All this stuff. And I do have plans on doing that stuff, but what you guys don't realize is that stuff is expensive, okay? Like, think about it this way. If you're a gamer, and I'm a gamer, you buy a brand new console for what, like $400 or something like that? Like, you could buy a new console for like $400, $500, whatever. A like very normal part for a car, an average cost is going to cost you like $400. Like, if you're buying a good, solid roll cage, it's going to cost you $400. I bought that bumper. It costed me $400. Like, parts are expensive for cars. A wide body kit? A wide body kit? And I'm not going to buy like the whole kit. I just want the fenders because I'm only going to have the bumper and all that stuff that I want. But a wide body kit can cost you like $1,200 just for the fenders. All right, that's expensive. And yes, I do want to do a wide body kit. Yes, I do want to turbocharge my car. But also, turbocharging your car is another one. A turbocharging your car can literally cost like thousands of dollars because you have to do a lot of other things to your car before you can turbo. You can't just slap a turbocharger on a naturally aspirated car. You have to get it prepared for a turbo first, and then you can finally slap a turbocharger on it. But yeah, I mean, I want to do that stuff. I don't want to engine swap it though. Everybody's all like, oh, are you going to swap it with a 2J, an LS? No, I'm not. I don't want to. I like the VQ engine. I also want to be different. I mean, everybody swaps these cars with something else. They never keep the VQ, and I want to keep the VQ. I don't understand why people don't like the VQ. It's actually a very good engine. Yeah, it's not better than a 2J or an LS, but it's a pretty damn good engine for building power, and so I want to keep it. But yeah, I guess that would be it. I mean, that's all the phases. I'm sure there are some things that I'm missing, but for the most part, that's it, man. I want to do everything to this car. This is my baby. I want to own like 50 cars in my life, but I will always own this one. That's the one thing I do know, is that I will never sell this car no matter what. I love this car. I've always wanted the 350Z for the longest time. And so even if it takes me 10 years to build the car, I'm going to build the car because I want to. I love the car. If you guys want to see the build go a little bit faster, share this video with your friends so that I can afford parts, because I would appreciate it. That's all. But I don't know what this guy's doing. I can't go, buddy. I don't know what you want me to do. But these guys are acting like I'm supposed to just like drive out here and just crash into everybody else. Well, you can wait your damn turn, but because there's no way I'm making it out of this alive yet. Oh, I can make it after this Tesla. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Just a video about what I want to do to the car, since a lot of you guys ask like what are the plans for the Z. Here they are. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment another video you guys want to see, and subscribe to the channel for more. And das vidanya. Have a nice day.